Hey the guys, over here bringing you part 3 of my F1 2014 mod short career mode, and we're here in a very soggy British Grand Prix. As you can see, we've got the blue wall wet tyres on at the moment, and we're here for a 100% race round Silverstone. It's starting off full wet. There's only a small, like a 30% chance of rain, so I believe it will be getting dry towards the end. At least I hope it will. You know, it would be a bit depressing if the whole race was wet, so we'll hope for the best. We've gone with a dry setup anyway, because on this game you don't need a wet setup for the wet conditions. Dry setups will do fine. But yes, we are back here with part 3 of this short career mode, the 7-race career mode, to emulate the shorter career mode you'll be able to play on the new F1 2014 game coming out in a month. And we've got the 2014 mod installed as ever with the realistic damage mod, and a whole host of other things to try and make it interesting, like starting 22nd on the grid. So as we're talking about the grid, let's go to this grid where we've got both Mercedes locking up the front row. We've got Nico Rosberg on pole and Lewis Hamilton in second place. So the Mercedes definitely OPing it completely here at the moment in this career mode with 1-2s, although they're not getting the points because so far Rosberg and Hamilton have had issues in this career mode so far. So will they have them again? Let's go to 5 red lights. We're here 22nd place for a full wet start at Silverstone, and we are off. I'm going to have to take it very, very cautiously into the first few corners. Obviously, the spray is going to kick up from the cars ahead, so that's going to be a thing we need to be wary of, just to make sure we don't break our front wing completely off. We're going to have to take it very cautiously coming through on the inside of Gutierrez. Gutierrez nearly made that quite bad for us as he nearly cut across us on the back of Chilton now, and we're coming across down the inside of Chilton, just taking it easy. We're like on ice, basically. We're skating around in these conditions at the moment. We've got Grosjean losing a bit of his front wing, and a bit of his front wing's got stuck in mine, so I'm just kind of trying to move that out of the way. And now we're behind Maldonado in 17th place. Bianchi's going to try and go down my inside, but it's not going to work, and there's been some more contact ahead of us. The front wing has definitely come off. I think it's the car up ahead. I think it's Grosjean, in fact. I think Grosjean's got his front wing off. We've gone down the inside of Maldonado as he broke very early indeed. Trying to go down the inside of Grosjean. I don't think he's lost his front wing. Definitely some bits of front wing were lost by someone. Maybe Grosjean just lost a tiny bit of it. But we've lost out to Grosjean on the exit of the field there, as we just caught the rear slightly. So now we've gone back down to 18th place. Catching on Bianchi though, and the spray is absolutely phenomenal. We can't really see too much. We've gone down the inside of Bianchi, no problem, down the inside of Copse, and now we are chasing down Maldonado. Maybe we can make a move down into Maggots. Let's see, down the inside of Maldonado, just about make it. We've gone to the grass a tiny bit, in fact, and we've just about made it onto the next part, which is Beckett's. And now we're coming onto the back straight, and Grosjean up ahead, chasing down some cars. Hopefully we can catch him in the next few laps, going on to the end of lap 1, in fact, then we've caught Grosjean. So it looks like he's struggling a tiny bit, going through the last corner over the bump, quite gingerly, in fact. And now down to the first corner, going down the inside of Grosjean, just about. Our tyres did nearly touch there, and we're just skating around really, especially in these long high-speed corners. You're kind of just letting the car roll through, especially in these tricky conditions when there's a lack of grip. And we're right behind Suttel now. Speaking of lack of grip, he's got a lot of lack of grip in that Sauber. Very poor form, the Sauber car, as we know in real life. It looks like it's very poor form in this career mode so far, as we steam past Suttel, gained so much in Mackens and Beckett's, it was a joke. So yeah, Suttel struggling quite a lot in that Sauber, but now we're behind the Williams of Valtteri Bottas. Looks like he's chasing down, I believe, is that a Toro Rosso? Yeah, it's a Toro Rosso of Danny Kvyat, and we are chasing down Bottas quite a lot. We've gained so much on Bottas. We've even touched him. We've lost a bit of our front wing, and he's slowed down majorly there. So we've slowed down Bottas, but we've lost a bit of our front wings. So that was a bit of pain for us as we try to overtake him. We just gained too much in Beckett's, and I wasn't really ready for it, so we just kind of slammed into the back of his gearbox. Luckily, it was slow enough that we didn't lose a lot of our front wing, just the end plate on the right-hand side. And now on lap 4, we're back in the same place with Danny Kvyat, but this time, I don't make a mistake. I'm going to slow down and wait until this pack straight, and we go to the left-hand side of the track. We're going to steam past Danny Kvyat. Looks like that Toro Rosso is not doing too well in the rain, but in the dry, the Toro Rossos do go quite well. But we're going purple at the moment, and now cutting onto lap 5, we've caught up to Perez, and that means we're going very fast indeed. We caught up to this pack very fast, and now we're using all the curves we've got available, going past Perez on the right hand side, just about side by side still, but now we should have it in the braking zone. Yes, we do. Now we're behind Hulkenberg, gone a bit wide though, so Perez is going to come back, as you can see by the proximity arrow. Now we come down towards the last chicane here with Massa leading the train up ahead. Hulkenberg's lost his front wing. I've lost my front wing. Oh Jesus, no, this is terrible stuff. We've lost our front wing, and this is really going to hamper us now. Hulkenberg up ahead lost his from the Toro Rosso, and he just slowed down way too much for me to react. and I've lost mine, and now we're going to do a whole lap without a front wing because we lost our front wing just there. Wasn't able to cut into the pit, so we're going to have to do a whole lap, and here we are on the end of lap 6 towards lap 7. We've come in for a pit stop. Going to go onto the wet tyres once again and a front wing change, but this is terrible stuff. We're going to go down the order. Obviously, we had very good pace in the wet. You know, we were going purple for those consecutive laps, so I have no doubt we'll be able to catch back up, but this is just going to hamper us. We may not even, you know, I think this has blown our chances for a podium. I honestly thought we could have got a podium here, you know, in the wet conditions going to a dry. Hopefully, I hope it's going to get to a dry condition eventually, because obviously I'm much faster in the dry than I am wet. The AI are much better in the wet versus their dry pace, but we should have the pace to catch up, and indeed we do. By lap 11, we're back up to 13th place after a few people have made some crashes and had to change their front wings, I think. So now we're going try and go around the outside of Bottas here. We might be able to do it. Got a lot of grip in third gear, and we've just about made it around the outside of Valtteri Bottas there. So yeah, we just got excellent grip in gear 3 as we changed up to 4th through the mid corner, so we just got some great traction in gear 3 there to overtake Valtteri Bottas. And now, as you can see, we overtook Danny Kvyat down the inside of that very tight right-hander, and now we're coming on to lap 17. We're up to 3rd place at the moment, but don't fret, we haven't missed anything. Basically, lots of people made their pit stops. It's time for intermediate tyres. I essentially went 1 lap longer than everyone else on the wet tyres due to the weird nature that we've seen in Ultra Mod before, where the intermediate tyres just don't warm up fast enough for me. So I thought I'd stay out 1 more lap on the wet tyres. But now the front tyres have started to overheat, so definitely time for intermediates now. So we'll be down the order, definitely. We set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, though, due to the nature of the pit lane being a shorter run to the line than the actual track itself, so it's a bit weird to see. But yeah, we're on the intermediate tyres now. I'm going to go down the order. Let's see where we come out. We've done a lot of fastest laps on the wet tyres running up to this lap, so let's see where we come out at the moment. Looks like we are going to come out in 4th place, so we've jumped, like, what's that? We've jumped about 6 places there, staying out 1 lap longer on the wet tyres. So it looks like it's worked a treat for us. The wet tyres, going to have to try and heat them up. You can see they're brick blue at the moment. We're going to try and hopefully heat them up. And now coming on to lap 21, the intermediates did heat up, thankfully. We've stayed in 4th place, but it's now time for the dry tyres, I believe. The AI are staying out for a few more laps on the intermediate tyres. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. I'm going to come into the pit lane and change onto the prime tyres. Going to try and see if I can gain some time on Button and up ahead. I believe it's Hamilton, Ricciardo, I think, in 2nd and 1st, Ricciardo. So Ricciardo leads the race, actually, so that's a bit weird to see. Maybe the Mercedes you know, maybe the Mercedes tangled. Maybe Rosberg's out of the Grand Prix. I haven't seen him around too much, I don't believe. Maybe Hamilton's having some ERS issues because Ricciardo is leading the Grand Prix for some strange reason. So, you know, it's not entirely out of the question, but he is leading the Grand Prix at the moment. Wouldn't have thought it at the Silverstone Grand Prix. So here we are coming out the pits. You can see it is just still far too wet for the prime tyres at the moment. But thankfully, 2 laps later on lap 23, it is getting much drier. You can see I went offline in the wet tyres. You can see there is definitely a dry line forming. So the dry tyres are the tyre to be on right now, but you need to stay on the racing line where the dry line is. So so far I haven't gained massively. We actually lost places from 8th place to 11th place as the tyres weren't completely the right tyres on lap 21 and lap 22. It was still intermediate conditions, but now on lap 23 it is definitely time for dry tyres, so I can gain on some AI. Hopefully we can at least get back up to P8 where we came out in the pit stops. Otherwise, we have made a mistake by going into the primes too early. Coming up to P10, will it be P9? I can see someone in the pits. Yes, P9. So up to P9 then. So we did lose out 1 place kind of after all the pit stops. So hopefully we can get the pace to try and catch Kevin Magnussen in the McLaren. But we've gone wide horribly. We've locked up. What has gone on there? We've just gone to the wet part of the track and we've lost the place to Valtteri Bottas. So this is not good stuff. We've lost the place to Bottas. We're in 10th place, the last points paying position. And so now we're going to have to catch up to the Williams of Bottas. And now coming on to lap 24 through Magnus and Beckett. So now we're catching on Bottas lots through Beckett's here, riding the curb there, using all the curves we've got available. On the dry line, I'm going to open DRS, going to breeze past Bottas, going on the wet part of the track to overtake him, coming back onto the dry part. You can see a definite dry line there. And now we've got onto lap 26. We're going so fast now. We're really catching AI on lap 26 on P8 now. And we're catching P7. Kevin Magnussen in the McLaren, opening DRS on the left-hand side, breezing past him. No worries there. So we're really battling through the AI right now. Can we get Fernando Alonso? He's the next man up, our teammate. It will be interesting. We have to keep it clean with Fernando Alonso. and for sure he will put up a fight. You know, we've seen in my Ultra Mod career mode in my previous series, Alonso puts up a fight here, and I've had amazing battles with Alonso. Can we have another? Let's see, the two Ferraris, obviously he's my teammate now, so we have to give him even more respect here. And let's try and see, we've got DRS, we used all our KERS off Beckett's through this down the back straight. Can we maybe get Alonso? We're going to try down the inside, maybe, touching tyres a tiny bit, going side by side. Alonso's got the corner though, he's got the better traction around the outside. He's on the option tyres, so he will have better grip. I tried to maybe think going down the inside of the chicane, but thought better of it, so we're going to stick behind Alonso onto lap 33, going through towards Magnus and Beckett's now. Can we gain on Alonso? We're getting a lot on the AI through this complex, and now we're getting a lot on Alonso through the left-hander. Now right down to third gear to get some traction, and now we're right in the back of Alonso's gearbox, going to the left-hand side of the track. He's got to the right. I'm running a DRS. Alonso's got the speed on me, but I've got in the slipstream, going down the inside on the left-hand side, right the outside, in fact, on the right-hander. Can we make it? Going around the outside. I'm going to have to give him the room, though. Alonso takes the corner once more, so I had to give him the room. You could see my steering wheel jolted left as I could see Alonso in my mirrors. Had to give him the room there, but we are getting great traction on the outside of that corner on the right-hander, so maybe we can try it again. As we come through onto lap 34, we are still on the back of Alonso. We can maybe even make a move down the inside. No, we think better. We're going to weave a tiny bit to try and maybe put him off. But now down towards this sharp right-hander, we're going to make a diving move down the inside. Going to touch. No, just about kept it clean. But Alonso is still ahead, locking up there, so Alonso's going to gain a bit off that corner. He's gained quite a lot there, actually, as I locked up on lap 35 on the same place. We're going to stick behind. We're not going to make the same diving move, but now I see a gap. We're going to make a diving move now, locked up on the left tyre. Touch. We touch. I touch his side pod. Me and Alonso still battling hard on lap 35. He stays ahead. He will have, I think he will have the KERS. I've got DRS. I'm not going to use any of my KERS, though, because I'm going to use it off the exit of Luffield, because that's where I can gain the time, maybe make a move. This is so like Vettel and Alonso fighting in the real-life Grand Prix through Luffield now. He squeezed me a tiny bit. I'm going to go on the exit. I'm going to use all the KERS now off the exit of Luffield. We're going to really gain on our teammate here. Fernando Alonso, the Spaniard, in this second Ferrari. Here we go, down the inside. He doesn't give me much room on the grass. Going around the outside of Copse. We're going side by side, but it looks like I've made the move past, gone off track a tiny bit, but we've made the move stick on Fernando Alonso on the outside of Copse. Awesome move, but on lap 36 he's coming back at us. Alonso's coming back at us. We've got no KERS to use, so I've used it off the back of Luffield. Looks like he's coming towards us in my mirrors. He's got DRS. Magnussen's got DRS as well. Magnussen and Alonso coming back at me. I've gone horribly wide there, taking too much speed into the corner. Alonso's got past me. Magnussen's coming back at me, but Alonso's got me again for P6. I'm down to P7 once more on lap 36, going on to lap 37. I'm going to try and chase behind Alonso. Going to stick on his gearbox. The tyres are going off slightly. The left front is completely on fire, as Noble2909 would say at some point. But now I'm going to try down the inside of Alonso. Going side by side, nearly touching tyres there, giving Alonso the room. Now going through the right hand, they're going to go down the inside, dive down the inside. We made the move stick. We're actually ahead in P6, but Alonso cuts back at me. Is he going to try the switch back? He is. He's going to try the switch back here, but it's no use. Him and Magnussen are fighting though, so for now we've got P6, but now until lap 37, Massa's got the fast lap of the Grand Prix, but behind me, Magnussen is right behind me, chasing down. He's going to steam past me, and Alonso will get the toe from him, so we're down to P7 at the moment. Magnussen goes round the outside. I'm going to try and battle him, but it's no use. He's round the outside of me in the Mclaren, so at the moment the McLaren has got both us Ferrari guys going to dive down the inside though, just about give him enough room. Magnussen stays ahead in 6th place. I tried the late diving move in the chicane to try and put Magnussen off, but no use. On lap 40 now, we're going to make our pit stop for the option tyres now. These will see us towards the end, so we're on the white wall medium tyre towards the end now, and this gives me a chance to catch my breath as what battling we've had so far on lap 40. But as we come out now, are we going to come out of our teammate Fernando Alonso? He's already made his pit stop. Are we going to come out ahead of him? It's going to be very close indeed. Alonso, there he is. We've just come out ahead of him, just about, very close. We're still close on track. He's going down the inside. Going to have to give him the room on the left-hander. There he is, his front wing. He's down the inside. So Alonso's just got us on the exit as we come out of the pits. Our tyres are very cold at the moment. We're going to try and stick with Alonso to go down the back straight. He's got DRS because he was behind me at the DRS detection point. So I'm going to save my KERS for, again, the exit of Luffield. Let's try and overtake him. Going down through towards Luffield now in second gear. Through Luffield now on the right-hander. Long sweeping right-hander. Going to get the traction right. I'm going to use all the KERS off the exit. And here we go. We're gaining on him. We're gaining. We're going to try down the inside. Yes, we are going to try it on the right-hand side. towards Copse, down the inside of Copse. Let's see, we're going side by side, just about make it through. Alonso gives us enough room, gives us the respect that we deserve, and we're up to P7 now. Brilliant stuff again with Fernando Alonso, and hopefully we can steam away. But no, on lap 44, Magnussen is coming back at us. He's actually overtaken Alonso, so Magnussen is the thorn in our plan here. And even Bottas has joined in, so it's a four-way scrap here. Bottas down the inside, having to give him the room, and he's blast past us down the inside of that left-hander onto the back straight, down this main straight now with DRS. He's got DRS. I'm going to use half my curves to try and defend from him. Magnussen's coming back at me. I'm going to try and stick it through Lovefield to try and gain on Bottas. Hopefully we can use half the curves. Hopefully half the curves is enough to gain on the Williams. Obviously the Williams with the Mercedes engine is very powerful indeed. We're going to try on the exit, half the curves. Bottas has had a terrible exit, so now here we go, going side by side with Valtteri Bottas. Hopefully he's not going to give us the room on the left hand side. We go to the right hand side, going side by side through Copse. He's still there. We're still side by side through Copse, going at like 150 miles per hour here. Still side by side through Max Beckett, but he gives us the room. He was the first to blink, and I get through in 6th place at Maggot. So Bottas blinked first there that time round. But now on lap 45, it looks like Alonso, my mirrors, he's gaining so much with DRS. I've used no curves. Alonso blasts past us for P6. I'm in P7, locking up as I didn't want to hit him in the rear. So Alonso with DRS. The AI are very good with DRS through that back straight. But as I've said many times, we've got a full bar of curves here off this exit of Lovefield, so we can gain once again on Alonso. Getting the slipstream, going to the right-hand side of the track. We're going to make it side by side again through Copse. Yes, we will down the inside, but this time Alonso is still there side by side. This time he doesn't back down. We touch tyres, we bang tyres, going towards Maggots and Beckett. This is thrilling stuff. Still side by side. Alonso just gets me through Maggots, going through Beckett, still in the gearbox. We're going to cut back, try the switch back to get better traction. Yes, we do. Into gear 5, using the rest of the cars. We tapped, we caught Alonso on the rear. Didn't mean to do that. I was trying to go on the left-hand side of him, but now Magnussen's joined in the party. This is crazy stuff. 3 wide here, and I'm going to try down the inside of Alonso. Magnussen's tucked in behind me. Bottas tucked in behind him. And we're still chasing after Alonso. We're going to make the diving move down Alonso. He's going to have to give us the room, but he's been put off a tiny bit. Can we maybe get him onto the next lap? Lap 46. Here we go on the back of his gearbox. He's been put off a tiny bit by me making the dive bomb move in the chicane down the inside of the first corner. Can we make it? Yes, we do. We just about make it on Alonso. P6 there against Alonso. Awesome stuff. But on that 46, sorry, with a few laps to go, I'm praying that things calm down now and we can just finish the race in 6th place. Massa is miles away. No chance we can catch him. But Alonso's coming back at me. I didn't even see that. What on earth has happened there? I didn't even see Alonso come back at me. But he's got me now for P7. And now on lap 50, I'm desperately trying to get back at him. I had no idea. I was talking to you guys about Massa because I had no idea Alonso came down my inside. So he just completely got me and completely mugged me there. So we're in the DRS. We've got the DRS. We're gaining on him. We're gaining. Can we maybe get Fernando Alonso here with 2 laps to go? We've come through the right-hander. We've crashed. We've crashed. And that is it. That is it. That is such an annoying way to end the Grand Prix. We've crashed with Fernando Alonso. We've done the thing that you should never do between teammates. And we've crashed. Me and Fernando Alonso are out of the Grand Prix. This is terrible stuff for our championship fight. I believe we were first in constructors. I'm not too sure about now. But, wow, that is not good. That is not good. That means Lewis Hamilton will surely gain on us in the championship quite a lot. We were leading by quite a bit of a way because of Monaco, but, wow, terrible stuff there. To crash with 2 laps to go. Crazy stuff, but that's what the realistic damage mod can do to you. I just came in way too hot on Alonso, and I just hit him in his rear tyre. And that's what the realistic damage mod does. It completely wrecked our races. And obviously very realistic in the end. I mean, if you go doing that in real life, you are going to have a crash like that. So, unfortunate stuff, but that was a thrilling Grand Prix. I really do hope you guys enjoyed that thoroughly. Even with the crash at the end, it was still an entertaining race nonetheless. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's sort of what it's all about. But let's get on to the Drivers' Championship now. And Lewis Hamilton leads me now. So, not great stuff at the moment. You know, we've got 7, it's a 7-race career mode. We've done 3 now, so we've got 4 left. So we'll see. It's going to be very close to the end of this mini-series. So we'll have to see about that. But nevertheless, hope you guys really enjoyed that episode. If you did, give it a like, comment below on what you thought. Subscribe if you're new for weekly F1 content like this and other stuff. As I said before a week ago in an update video, guys, this video should be uploading maybe about Monday or Tuesday of this week. And basically, I'm pre-making this episode to upload on Monday and Tuesday of this week. Hopefully, it is uploaded on Monday and Tuesday. Basically, as you guys would have known if you watched the updated video, I told you about the whole kind of situation with the next like 2 weeks-ish being very hard for me to make videos due to me moving into university and whatnot, and trying to get used to things and kind of you know, just trying to meet new people and stuff like that, and just basically chuck myself into that whole new kind of life. So as I said in that update video, the next career mode video may be, you know, it might be next week. I'll try my best, but you know, it could be in 2 weeks time, and if so, I hope you guys really understand that. And because of that, I really hope you guys can support this video by smashing the likes and comments, and you know, if you're new, do subscribe. There will be content coming, but it's going to be a bit slow for the next 2 weeks. But then obviously, as I said in my update video, after the 2 weeks are gone, then upload should ramp up back up to at least 1 a week or 2 a week, or even 3, you know, if I have the time. So I hope you guys understand that all. But again, if you did enjoy the video, give it a like, comment below what you thought, subscribe if you're new for weekly F1. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll leave you with well, not celebrations, commiserations after that crash at the end. But goodbye, guys. I'll see you guys next time.